Food prices, supply chain issues, and growing interest in buying local have a lot of Americans paying closer attention to where their food comes from, and some believe this could be fueling a new era for American agriculture. And you know we care about that here in Georgia, so could it mean a comeback for family farming? Joining us this morning is Wayne Swanson Jr., founder and CEO of Swanson Family Farm. Wayne, it's good to see you, sir. Good morning.
Good morning. Good to see you.
So you're saying that America is experiencing a farming renaissance. Why do you think that is?
Because people want to be in community, they want to eat in community, they want to be supplied by community. And that's not what we've had for the last 30 years. It's all been conglomerates, one or two big companies. And now people understand that I can buy high quality food from my neighbor. And that's going to cause a renaissance, much like brown eggs did 15 years ago. If you remember 15, 16 years ago, you couldn't find a brown egg anywhere until small family farms started popping up in the suburbs.
Okay, and so what has been the cause to change that thinking for folks? You think?
Well, I think one, food availability, people having a better understanding of what nutrient dense foods are and where to get them. And then some of the scarcity issues that came like after COVID, and then some of the issues like we're having with the explosive diarrhea lettuce issue. People want to know that their food is safe, and your smaller farms don't get a pass. So every animal that I take to a processor is inspected. I don't get five animals to go through before one is done. Every veg producer, especially in the state of Georgia, where agriculture is so important, has a food safety plan if they're selling to the consumers, and they're inspected by the Georgia Department of Agriculture. Everyone, not some of them, not a few of them, everyone.
Are you seeing that it's the younger generation who finds it more important to be buying local, or am I overgeneralizing here?
No, I see that it's more about who's running the household, and
Hmm.
who's buying the food for the household. So it's not younger, it's not older. I just had an order made from a young lady. She was in her 70s and she called me to help get through the technology. So I walked her through that for half a lamb. It is people who are concerned with where their food comes from and how their food is raised.
You know, we also hear reports about farmers struggling with rising costs, labor shortages. I mean, I'm sure you've been hit hard by tariffs in a way. So, how is it possible to have a comeback while also still struggling in those regards?
Well, man, thank you for that question. And I think what we're talking about, or you're talking about, factory farms. Why you have me here is because we're talking about family farms. Family farms don't have tariffs. I'm not shipping anything overseas,
Hmm.
and I'm not looking to bring in so much product because I'm trying to fertilize 10,000 acres or 7,000 acres. No, I'm on several hundred acres with my leases, and it's been a great few years for small family farms because community is making it great. Not because it's always difficult. It's difficult to run any business, but my neighbors here in Georgia are making this a wonderful time and a wonderful process for me and
Where are
for
you
other farmers like me.
where are you based?
I'm based. My home is Decatur. This afternoon, I'll be in Roberta, Georgia. I'm in Yatesville, Georgia. I'll have an operation in Mississippi, and I'm hoping to get another lease in Henry County.
Okay. Um, I know you're seeing more young people and more minority farmers also enter agriculture. What do you think is driving that? And are there any barriers still left standing in the way?
There's always barriers to get into business, financing, land acquisition, land access, information, training. We're two generations removed from agriculture, particularly African Americans. We've lived by numbers and volume in the city for a significant amount of time, but there's always been a contingent in the country. So yeah, it's always difficult. It's always difficult to get started, and in with the historical, we're in Georgia, we're in the South with what was going on before 1969. Yeah, it's difficult for Black farmers to get started. Most of us that you see are on second or third careers where we were in a different career and were able to make some money to buy land, because it's tough to get a loan from a bank, or it's tough to get through a lot of the processing with some of the government organizations.
Hmm. Um, how are you tapping into AI, if at all, to help out on the family farm?
Well, mostly on the marketing side, helping with the website, and some of it goes, I have to reel it back in. But on the marketing side, helping with flyers because I can't do a flyer, so AI helped me tremendously. Helping with customer communication, helping with the virtual assistant, those things have been great. And also being able to, like a lot of my customers, this is where AI helps them. They want to see what the parts are, and they're able to use AI to give them a demonstration of what their product should look like before they pick it up.
Um, I know you've also called farming both a business and a public service. Can you just explain to me what you mean by that? And how do you see that transforming, if at all, over the next, let's say, decade?
Public service is that your farmers are, we're pillars of the community. If there is a need, or like say I support both schools and I support shelters.
What's that?
So if I have something that is over, like I can't sell it, I can't move it before it waste, I'll give it to my shelters, I'll give it to schools. I train at schools for free. I train at schools as a consultant, and I'm because my community buys from me, I am community centric. Like I budget $100 a week to eat lunch in local small eateries. I'm not there to sell them anything. I'm there to support them the way the community supports me. So that makes me a public servant in that
Hmm.
respect. In terms of how we help grow, is people want to know where their food's coming from. That's what's growth. That's the only thing that's growing these small farms is people want to know where their food is coming from, and morally, they want to know who's raising it, and that your morals match. So they don't want to just buy something from somebody that's just knocking things in the head or that's not caring on how the strawberries look. They want to deal with
Hmm.
somebody who cares, and we care.
I can tell. Wayne Swanson Jr., founder and CEO of Swanson Family Farm. Great conversation this morning. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, sir. Have a great day.
Yeah, you're welcome. You too.